Hey guys, it's Michael Thomas here, and in this video I am going to show you how you can diagnose and resolve a site that has a broken SSL setup. So firstly, what I mean by broken here is not that SSL isn't working, but it's that for some reason you're not getting the full green bar. As you can see this page right here, it's not green. Instead we've got the information icon there. It doesn't say secure. So that's what I'm talking about. If you're having trouble getting HTTPS at the beginning of your site URLs at all, you've got a different problem. Don't listen to this video yet. Go and do something else. So for this example, I've set up a page with some content on it, which is going to break the SSL secure icon in Chrome, and I'm going to show you how to fix it. So firstly, the main problem that actually causes not getting the secure icon in Chrome is images from third-party sites which are included on page, which are not using SSL. So before I actually get into diagnosing this, what I want to say is don't do it. Generally speaking, using images or resources from other people's sites is not a great plan. If you do that, they could quite easily swap it out with some other content and put whatever they want on your site, or they could just delete it, or maybe they decide to take their site down, or maybe they restructure their site, and whatever the case is, you end up with a bunch of broken links on your site, empty, missing images and whatnot. So generally speaking, it's just a terrible idea to include content from other people's sites. The only exception maybe is if it's advertising related. So if you're using an ad from someone else's site advertising their product as an affiliate, then that's okay. They're probably not going to go anywhere, and at least if they do, you'll probably notice it quickly because the image will disappear. But even then, you might still want to actually host the images on your own site. So as a general rule, don't use images hosted on other people's accounts on your site. It's not a great plan. Instead, upload them to your own site and use them there. But moving on from that, let's actually go through the diagnosis process, and I'll show you how to solve it. So on this page, we have the broken SSL set up at the moment. And to diagnose this, the first thing we need to do is open up the Chrome Developer Tools. So I should mention, these instructions are for Chrome. If you're using Firefox, close it, pop open Chrome instead, use that. That's what these instructions are for. So to bring up the Chrome Developer Tools, there are a few different ways. On my machine, I can just press the F12 key on my keyboard. Probably the easiest way to describe, that will be consistent for you all, is I'll just resize this window, click on the Chrome menu, which is at the top right, then click on More Tools, and click on Developer Tools down the bottom. Now we've got the Developer Tools. I'll just resize that window. And there we are. So once you've got the Developer Tools open on the page, which is not displaying the secure green bar, what you want to do is click onto the Security tab up the top right here, and then just press the F5 key on your keyboard, or otherwise refresh the page by using the normal, however you normally refresh the page, and you'll see that some of this content changes. So as you can see on the left-hand side here, we've got a few different sections here. The one we're really interested in is the non-secure origins heading here, or rather the content underneath this. So whatever's underneath this non-secure origins heading is actually the sources, so the domains or host names rather, of the resources which are actually breaking the SSL on your site. Now, this doesn't actually tell you what the resources are straight away. So, we'll go through that because you need to actually sort of know what the image or other resource is before you really know how to find it and fix it. So I've got two examples here, and I'll show you two different ways to solve this problem. We'll start with the first example, which is this domain name. I'm not gonna say that domain. It's a bit long. And what we need to do is figure out what image or resource is actually breaking the site. Now we can't tell from here, so what we want to do is select the domain or origin, whatever you want to call it here, and then click on the View Requests and Network Panel link that's up the top right here. And now that we're here, we can see that there's just one, there was one request, or one resource in this case, that is causing the problem. Now, we can see the file name there, so we might be able to get some hints as to what the image or resource actually is. But to actually take a look at it, which is generally a lot easier, all you need to do is right click on it and click on to open a new tab. And so now you can see that this is the, one of the images which is breaking the SSL on our site. So what we'd want to do is swap out this image with something else, or remove it from the page, or, do what it, just do anything with it, get rid of it, replace it, whatever you want to do. So that's this image right here. Now, how you go about doing that, really depends. I'm not going to get into that really, because, the instructions would of course be different if it was an image inside a post versus in the sidebar or the header or the footer or, anything. So, there's not much point me digging into how you would actually go ahead and replace that URL or, replace that image. So I'm not going to do that, just pointing in the right direction. So that's how you would solve that. Now, the second way, or the other way you can resolve this without actually removing or replacing the image, which I will show you, and this doesn't, this can't be done in all cases. I'll show you how you can know which is the correct way. We'll just do the same thing with this Amazon AWS domain, because this is a good example of what I'm talking about. So we'll pop this open. So this is the other image that's breaking the page. So what you can do with some domains, but not others, is see if that domain supports SSL. So all you need to do to test that is basically, look at the image or resource that is broken and just pop an HTTPS : at the front of it and then press enter. And when you do that, if you see the exact same content and you see, secure in the bar there, you know that this domain is good to go and can support SSL. So if you're using WP Easy SSL, what you could do from here is just copy this name here. So that would be s3.amazonaws.com. So that's, this, I'll just jump back. That's this bit here, the bit after the HTTP : from the developer tools. So you just take that and pop that into the extra domains box inside WP Easy SSL and click save. That'll solve the problem. I'll just go back to the other example and show you what it looks like when a domain does not support SSL, which is this guy here. So if I popped in this HTTPS to test out this domain, and it instead looks something like this, you can't use that trick. So you need to delete the image, or replace it with something else, or download it and upload it to your site and replace it. Whatever you want to do, but you cannot use the extra domains trick there. So that is how you solve, a missing green bar in Chrome. The same thing also applies to Firefox and Internet Explorer, Safari, etc., etc., etc. It's all the same problem, just solve. These instructions are designed for the Chrome developer tools. So thanks for watching. Hopefully that helps you out.